you can start, you can talk about the shit in rivers and stuff, which also, of course, Labour are not going to fix. But you just like the worst shit they're doing is on the international stage. That's been the case, obviously for fucking decades, but it's particularly the case since October of last year.
Okay.
And the new incoming administration is going to do this exact same fucking thing as Sunak would. Probably they'll end up doing it slightly harder because they want to prove that they're hard and they want to prove that they're not listening to the left flank. So if you think it's a fucking improvement, I don't know, I don't want to call people dolts or whatever, but they're fucking dolts. They're stupid as fuck.
Yeah, they're fucking dumb cunts, man. They're fucking thick as fuck. They haven't got a fucking fag paper's worth of brains in their heads, you know what I mean? Like, fucking people. Fuck them, man. Fuck them. The nice real politic is over. You know?
Nice real politic.
We're abandoning the kind of gentler politics after all these years.
Yes, exactly. Now it's the kind of gentler machine gun hand, baby. Rocking in the free world. Just honestly, I'm so through, man. I'm so through with these stupid cunts, with these fucking people. They can say whatever, they can do whatever. They're cunts. I think they're fucking cunts. And I hate them.
I'm I'm not going to do this obsessively. I was trying to think of the sort of minor media figures who've come out to Labour. And obviously one of them is the bad singer and failing songwriter Elton John. Elton John's coming for Labour.
Yeah, that hit me hard. That was a low blow for me. I assume
Bill
is
Bailey came up with them as well. So just
Bill Bailey. I don't give a fuck about. Bill Bailey's a shit comedian, another panel show wanker. He's not funny, he's just whimsical. It's not the same fucking thing at all. His opinions on music are shit. He doesn't know shit about music.
He slagged off The Edge in one of
The Edge is a musical genius, and he doesn't. Bill Bailey has no right to belittle The Edge's guitar playing, his superb melodicism, all around his great contributions to music the last few years. He can fuck off. And this is just the icing on the cake. This is the smoking gun, if you will. But now he shows all along he was a Blairo Starmerite. He had the evil lurking within him. It was just waiting to come out. Fuck Bill Bailey. Elton John. What I assume with Elton is that he knows a load of suit-wearing NGO wankers from his many years of very admirable charity work fighting against AIDS. So what I assume is a lot of them are like a lot of people in NGOs and charities are massive Blairites, and essentially they told him, "Oh, you want to sit out this 2019 election, mate? You don't want to concern yourself with that Corbyn guy." Now they're all just like, Labour will unlock the creativity of the next generation in, a lucrative way. His actual little endorsement speech was so depressing. It was just neoliberal management speak.
I love that.
It wasn't like when artists would endorse Corbyn and they talk about, the beautiful creativity in everyone's souls. It was just the next generation of creative talent, the UK, the centre of global entertainment economy. No, not rock and roll, man.
Well, with the only thing I know about Elton John, because I don't like his music, obviously, which I've tried to hint at there. The only thing I know, showbiz anecdote about him is the time that he called his agent to try and get him to turn the wind down outside his hotel room. That's literally the only thing I can think of to add to this.
I assume that was cocaine era.
Yeah, proper.
Look, I love the man. I love many of his records from the 70s and some good ones in the 2000s and 2010s. Not really in between, in my opinion. But I feel like now I've left with no choice but to regretfully press the nuclear button and bring up the fact that in the 80s Elton played in apartheid South Africa and consciously broke the cultural boycott, as with fellow conservative band Queen. Elton, he went to South Africa, brutal racist regime, and he played there in Sun City, and it was indefensible, it was wrong. He says so himself, but as he has now supported Keir Starmer, I, the arbiter of such things, retract my forgiveness of him.
I love how he's just like reverting to type. It's just like supporting Keir's is the same. It is the same. It's worse than playing Sun City.
Yeah,
at least
exactly.
then he played some songs. Like at least he got some toes tapping.
Exactly. He didn't do any music this time, and I think he's got a good 10 years left on his farewell tour, though. So I'm sure he can fit a couple of Israel dates in there.
Oh fuck, man! This is this is way less depressing than when Tom York backed the independent group.
That is so. Yeah, Radiohead. They've been all of a smile or whatever. They do Tassa. All of them have just been awfully quiet this election, haven't they? Where are they?